What is up, Speezinators? I'm your host, Nathan Spees. Have a seat by the fireplace, if you please. It's that time of year once again. It's Christmas Day. Yes, it's true, I must say. The only bad thing about Christmas is that it's on a Monday. Yes, but that doesn't matter to me. It's still Christmas nonetheless. And today I'm going to do something. See if you can guess. Today I will be reading a book about a familiar Christmas character. No, he's not Grimace. Instead, it's the Grinch from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So come along as I read this classic story, and maybe the Grinch himself will show up in all his glory. Okay, let's get down to business. This is Nathan Reads How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Alright, let's begin. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. I'm not even wearing shoes, you monologuing monkey moron! But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos. Staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm-lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas! It's practically here! Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming! For tomorrow he knew all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh the noise, noise. That's the one thing he hated. All the noise! Then the Whos young and old would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast! They would feast on Who pudding, and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. Yuck! And then they'd do something he'd like least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together, with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing! And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing! Why, for 53 years I put up with it now! I must stop this Christmas from coming! But how? Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I wish I could emote better, but this is all I can do. I know just what to do! The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. And he chuckled and chuckled. What a great Grinchy trick! With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. Ho ho ho! Ha! Smokin'! Oh, I'm such a mean one. Yes, I am. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No! The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. Oh, Max. So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Then, He loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" Yeet! And the sleigh started down towards the homes where all the Whos lay a snooze in their town. All the windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air. All the Whos were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. Yeah, oh, god damn it! Stupid phantom. Whoa! Oh. He got stuck only once, for a minute or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the Who's stockings all hung in a row. "These stockings," he grinned, "are the first things to go." Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Ow! Oh god! Oh! The cartoon makes this look so easy! Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plums. And he stuffed them in bags, and the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. Then he slunk to the icebox, he took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding, he took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Ooh, an onion! Oh, God, disgusting. Ugh, it's stale. I love it. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. Yes! Home run! Yes! First try, baby! I'm the Grinch. I'm going to go to the World Series. I'm going to go to the World Series. I gotta be drafted by a team. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. Huh? What was that? He turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou who was no more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. "Whoa ho ho ho! Why, my sweet little tot," the fake Santa Claus lied. "There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here. Ho ho ho." And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. And the last thing he took was the log for their fire. "I'll be taking this." Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. "Oh, come on! How am I supposed to eat this? Hey, what are you doing?" Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. "Aw, shucks! This ain't swell! I got a family to feed! Go rot in hell!" It was 1/4 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled, packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, the tinsel, the trimmings, and the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was Grinchishly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. Kiss it. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. I'm so happy! You know, if I wasn't a cartoon character, I'd be dead now. Because if your heart grows 3 times its normal size, you'll die almost instantly. Not now, Max. I'm too much into the Christmas spirit. Ow! Why, you little... No! I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh! Merry Christmas! And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. This yours? No? Well, take it anyways. Merry Christmas. Here, kid, have this. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. The end. And there you have it, friends, a true Christmas classic. And if you asked me about it, I'd say it's fantastic. Thanks for taking time out of your Christmas to spend time with me. I had so much fun, that's something you can guarantee. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section down below. Please like, share, and subscribe so my subscriber numbers can grow. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. May your holidays all be filled with cheer. Bye-bye! Oh, thank God I don't have to rhyme anymore. Doing it for this long was definitely a chore. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders, you've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks, your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up in tangled up knots. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos. You're a crooked jerky jockey and you drive a crooked hoss, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. Alright, who wants a piece of the roast beef? I'll pass. I prefer peanuts. I have my green eggs and ham. I'll take some. A cat's gotta eat. Alright then. What the? Nathan, you didn't tell me this is cardboard. How am I supposed to eat this? Nathan has Grinched the Grinch! No!